Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a video on my triple tongue piercing. So I have a standard piercing and Venoms. Venoms from the side. So just thought I'd go over my pain experience with it, the swelling, what I did to keep it clean, and my experience with getting both of them, because the standard one was done first, then the Venoms. And both of those stories was basically based around me being fucking stupid. So, let's start with the standard piercing. So, I was a freshman in high school, and I was piercing myself left and right with safety pins, sewing needles, I was doing all that fucking crazy shit. And I was like, I want my tongue pierced. And I had to watch YouTube videos about people paper piercing their tongue and shit. And I wasn't gonna do that with a safety pin or a sewing needle or something, because that's my tongue. That's kind of important. So I did all those surveys, one of those survey websites. They got a $10 Amazon gift card, and I thought I was buying 14 gauge needles. I was buying 4 gauge needles. So I don't know how big a 4 gauge is. It's this big. So, needless to say, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? Piercing needles are angled at the tip, so it's easier to go through the skin, and it's not as there's not much blunt force. So I used the very tip of that and shoved it through the top of my tongue, from underneath to top, because I did know at that time, and I still know, that you're supposed to pierce your tongue from bottom up so you avoid the veins that you can see if you go like this. So you can avoid that. So basically, I did that sitting on the floor in my room at 3 a.m. in front of a super big mirror. I was an idiot. But I did pretty well because I still have it. So I put a PTFE bar that I had ordered so I could cut it to see about the size that I need to be for my tongue. And that piercing, actually doing it didn't hurt that bad. It was more of a pinch going in and then a pinch coming out. But the pinch on the top of the tongue hurt a little bit more, but I'd do it again, and it probably would hurt less if you had a professional doing it, because it'd be super quick, not taking time doing it. So, put the PTFE bar in, went to school the next day, swollen tongue. And with this one, with the standard piercing, the swelling wasn't necessarily painful. It was just more annoying. It wasn't comfortable, a lot of discomfort going on, and you couldn't really eat. So I went to school with a bottle of mouthwash and rinsed my mouth out a bunch of times. And I was doing mouthwash and saline soaks, saline rinses, and avoiding my mom during that swelling phase. And then my mom ended up seeing it and told me to take it out, and she watched me throw the bar away, and I went right back upstairs and put another one in, and she was like, fuck it. She's not gonna listen, but she's not gonna listen to me. She still says that to this day. She says, you're gonna do what you want anyway. So, after the swelling went down, basically there was no issue at all with both of these piercings. Once the swelling was gone, everything was good to go. And the swelling took 3 or 4 days to go down, with the exception of something that happened with the Venoms. So, standard piercing wasn't painful. People say it's not painful with piercings and tattoos. There is pain to it. It's just not bad. You know what I mean? So, that one was good. I just did mouthwash. I made sure my teeth were cleaned. I brushed my teeth a lot and did saline soaks. I did that for a week, and then my tongue was fine. You probably should do that longer than I did, but listen to your piercer, do what your piercer says. And if your piercer says something and you're like, what the fuck? Look it up online or get a second opinion. So, mainly get a second opinion. Don't look it up online. I mean, you can, but like me, but then you end up like me. So, I did that freshman year. And then when I was 18, so it was probably like 4.5 years later, I was like, I want Venoms. I went there for a while. I was able to actually do it myself. I think that was one of the first piercings I got as an 18-year-old, like as I was like able to do it myself. So I think my boyfriend at the time paid for it, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. I know I was going to that freaking trap house, basically, when I got it done. I know that because I've really made all those fucking sexual jokes that people hear a lot when you get piercings in your tongue. So basically, I went to this local piercing shop. I'd already had bad experiences there before, and I was an idiot and went back. So basically, three bad experiences I had was, the main one was I got my industrial pierced, and they pierced me with a bar that was already too short for my ear. So when it started swelling, like it engulfed the bar. It was like some of the worst pain I've ever been in my entire life. It was so bad. I had to go back there and get them taken out, put a big one in. And they were like, they didn't really care like why they made that mistake or not. They don't really care that they made that mistake. And, you know, they pierced my horizontal eyebrow piercing too shallow. And then these, my spider bites that I don't have a ball on right now. He marked it way more diagonal than the way he pierced it. So like literally when the ball was through, you could still see a lot of that marking. And I just went with it. Like that was my first facial. That was my first piercing that wasn't in my ears. I just went with it. So my dumbass went back, and there was a guy there. He pierced me, I think, one time. I think he pierced me one time, I think, before that. I don't remember what it was, but he pierced me before. And he smelled like weed, really bad. And, you know, I'm friends with tattoo artists. I know how that kind of thing goes. If you can function on it, and you can do what you need to do, I mean, it's illegal, but go for it, you know what I mean? It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me, so as long as nothing's being messed up on my body, it doesn't affect me. But in this case, it did affect me. So, I got it pierced, and he pierced one of them like this. So the ball was sitting on my teeth. The other one was fine. I don't remember which side it was. I think it was actually the right side that he did right. He did right. He did the right side right. And that shit hurt. I mean, it hurt. It was bad. And the swelling was painful. And, you know, I think it took me 2 or 3 days to go back to the shop and be like, this is fucked up, this side's fucked up, fix it. And they're like, yeah, just take it out and come back in like a week or two. So they took it out for me. And within a couple hours of being taken out, the swelling on that one side had went down. So basically just this side of my tongue was swollen. And when I got it done, I had them put a longer bar in my standard piercing, so when my tongue swelled, it wouldn't engulf that bar. So, you know, I went back, and by the time I went back, the swelling was completely gone. So I went back, got it redone, that one side redone. It's perfect now, but that shit, again, it hurt. Like, and it was going through scar tissue this time, so it was bad. And then that one side swelled, and it was a journey getting these piercings done. And basically, I did the same aftercare, mouthwash, brushing teeth, saline. And again, once the swelling's gone, there's really not much pain in my experience. And little overview is that my standard piercing did not hurt and the swelling wasn't really painful, but my Venoms hurt both times and the swelling was painful. I was hard to talk, hard to eat. Both times it was hard to eat and talk, but again, I had to deal with more swelling when I got the Venoms done because I had to get the one done twice. So it was a kind of a experience, but Venoms hurt. Standard one didn't. But, you know, if you want it and you can deal with it, I always say go for it. Like, if I want something, if I want a piercing, if I want a tattoo, and I know I can handle it, I'm gonna get it and afford it. That's also important. You know, you gotta do what makes you happy in life, especially when you're like me and nothing really makes you happy. So, that's my story of my standard piercing and Venoms, so my triple tongue piercing. I got the Venoms when I was 18. I'm 21 now. About to be 22 next month, which is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, just comment down below. If you enjoy piercing videos, mental health videos, chronic illness videos, makeup videos, there's a bunch of random shit that I do. Go ahead and subscribe and maybe like the video. Okay, bye guys.